guitar enthusiasts, Lauren Bateman here. In this guitar lesson, we're going to be going over CCR's Down on the Corner. I have a really cool little intro lick here for you guys, so let's get into the guitar lesson. So this song uses 3 chords, which is great. We're going to be using a C chord, a G chord, and an F chord. But if you don't know bar chords, you can just use the F major 7 and it'll work just fine. And the great thing about this song is we're going to be going between C and F quite frequently. So going from C to F major 7 is a very simple switch, even if you're a beginner. And speaking about beginner stuff, this intro lick is definitely at the beginner level, so even if you can't play some of the strumming stuff I'll show you later, this is awesome. So let's get into this first part of the riff. So the song starts off with this cool bass line. I'm going to play through it real quick for you guys so that you can hear what it sounds like. This is what it's going to sound like. Riff 1. Okay, that's the first riff, and then there's a second riff, which is super cool, super awesome. So let's talk about this first riff right now. Now we're going to be using the open strings, the 3rd fret and the 2nd fret. So my recommendation would be for the 3rd fret, anytime on the tab you see the number 3, use your 3rd finger. Anytime you see the number 2, use your 2nd finger. Keep it simple. All right, so the first part, we're starting off on this A string and we're starting on the 3rd fret with our 3rd finger. And it's going to be 3rd fret, open. Okay, 3, open, and then we're going to move up to the top string to the 3rd fret. So it's 3, open, top string, 3rd fret, and then we go back to the A string. We have 2 3s and an open. Okay, so it's okay, again. Now I know you guys are like, Lauren, how come yours sounds a little bit more like punchy than mine? Some of yours probably sounds like this right now. And that's fine if you let the notes ring. Just so you guys know what I'm doing, because you may be hearing it, I'm playing the note, and then I'm lifting my pressure on the string so it kills the note. And that's more what they're doing in the song. So if that's a new skill for you, you can practice that. All right, so that's our first measure of this lick. The second measure, we're starting on the top string at the 3rd fret, and it's going to be 3, 3. And then we're coming down to the 2nd fret, 2nd fret on the A string, and then 3, 3 on the A string. So the second half is bum, 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 bum. Now when learning riffs like this, I try to sing along with them because sometimes people, they may not be good at rhythm, but they're good at singing the rhythm, even if you don't have a good singing voice. So if I were going to sing this, dun, 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 I always tell people, like, if you can sing something, then instinctively you know the rhythm and you can play it. So let's play this all the way through now, okay? So it's going to be okay, that was a little bit slower. Let's do it again. One more time, ready? Okay, that's our first half of the lick. So they play that little riff 1 twice, and then they move on to riff 2 once, and then back to riff 1. So let's go check out riff number 2 now. So riff number 2, we're starting on the 3rd fret of the D string, okay? So it's 3, open, and then moving up to the A string, 3, and then back down to D string, 3, 3, open. It's literally the same thing you just played. We just moved everything down 1 string. So again, 3, open on the D string, 3 on the A string, and then 3, 3, open on the D string. So it's going to sound like this, just that first measure. Again. Bum, bum, bum. Hear that? All right, now let's just wrap up this last part and then I'll play it all the way through for you guys. So the last measure is going to be starting on the 3rd fret, okay, 3rd fret of the A string, and we've got 3, 3, and then 2nd fret on the D string, and then open G string, okay? So basically we're just following a C chord. Pretty cool, huh? So let's take this from the very top. I'm going to play riff 1 twice, riff 2 twice, and then riff 1 once for this intro part of the song. All right, so the first time through, I'll play it through a little bit slower maybe than the song is, but still at a good clip. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Riff 1. Riff 2. Riff 1. And there you guys go. That is the intro to Down on the Corner. Now, you can play this intro riff or you can strum the chords, whatever is your choice. It usually plays the intro riff twice, and then you can play the F chord, a C chord, another C chord, and then a G for 2 beats and a C for 2 beats. Okay, but I think a lot of people like playing the little riffs, so that's why I showed you guys that there. Hey guys, hope you're enjoying this lesson so far. Make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications. This way, you'll know when I release more videos just like this one. So now let's talk about strumming patterns, because we're going to be getting into the verse and the chorus of this song, and we're going to want to strum. If you did the riff for the intro, that's fine. At this point, we're going to start strumming. Now, the verse, the chord progression is C for full measure, and then G and C splitting a measure, and then we do that again, and then it's an F chord, and then a C chord. Then after that, we have another C chord, followed by a G and a C chord splitting a measure. So that's the chord progression for our verses, okay? So let's talk about a couple strumming patterns that we're gonna use for these. The easiest one, if you're a beginner, would just to be 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Down, up, down, down, up, down. All right, it's gonna sound like this if I just use a C chord. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. All right, when we get to those split measures, the G, we're just gonna do down, up, down once, and then C, we're gonna do down, up, down. So if I did the first verse, early in the evening, just about summertime. Doesn't sound exactly like the song, which is what we're gonna do next, but it'll get you through the song if you're at more of the beginner stage. So this next strumming pattern is a little bit more on the intermediate side because we have a lot of hopping and up strums. All right, if you want to learn more about intricate strumming patterns, you can always go check out my course, Expressive Rhythm. I'll put a link in the description below. But this strumming pattern here is going, like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of up strums in a row. We have 3 up strums in a row, which can be awkward for people if they've never done that before. But let me play it through just so you can hear it, and then I'll explain it for you guys. Ready? So this is what it would sound like. So now you're probably really hearing the song. And this is a peppy song. This is so much fun to play. I love this song. It's so good. Thank you for whoever recommended this. I love it. If you have a recommendation or you want songs, put a comment below, and sometimes I do get to them. All right, so we're starting on a C chord here, and that's what we'll use. So it's going to be 1 E and a 2. We're using a 16th note strumming pattern, and that's going to be down, up, down, up, down, okay? 1 E and a 2, okay? Down, up, down, up, down. Okay, that's the first half. Now, the next up is going to be the 16th note at the very end of the second beat. So it's going to be 1 E and a 2, a, E, a 4. So it's going to be up, 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 down. So we have 1 E and a 2, up, 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 down. 1 E and a 2, up, 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 down. Okay, do you hear that now? One more time. 1 E and a 2, up, 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 down again. 1 E and a 2, up, 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 down. A lot of people find it helpful when I sing the rhythms there. So that's what we're going to be doing for a full measure. Now the split measures, what's going to happen is we are going to be switching to that C chord on that up strum after the 2. So it's going to sound like this. I'll do the G chord. 1 E and a 2, that's the G chord, and then we switch to C and we go up, 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 down. Okay, again, 1 E and a 2, up, 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 down. Now you guys are probably hearing that hupping again, kind of like I did with the intro. On those up strums, I'm strumming the C chord, and then I'm releasing the tension. I do have an open string that rings through, but I'm releasing the tension a little bit on the other strings, so it makes this hupping sound. Hear that? So it's going to be 1 E and a 2, up, 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 down. So if I played the whole thing for that verse, this is what it's going to sound like, and I will do a playthrough for you guys at the end, don't worry. Hear that kind of gives a cool little hopping pattern. If you can't do it, don't worry, just go back, rewatch this multiple times, practice with me, and you will get it. But those are the strumming patterns that I'm going to be using for the rest of this tutorial. So the next part of this song is going to be a refrain, which is where we get to the down on the corner. It's almost kind of like a chorus, because the chorus is the part that's repetitive. So we've got down on the corner, out in the streets. So we have an F chord to a C chord. Okay, again, if you're using C to F major 7, that is a very easy chord transition for you guys. So we have F to C, G to C, F to C, G to C. Okay, not so bad, but all of these chords are 2 beats. Each one splits a measure. All right, so depending on what strumming pattern you're using, you're either going to go down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or you're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing for this refrain section. Okay, so it'll sound like this. 2, 3, 4. Down on the corner, out in the streets, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel to the feet. Pretty easy for a refrain. And then after that, we have another verse, another refrain. We have an interlude, and the interlude, that's up to you. You can either play the chords, which is going to be the C, G/C, or you can play riff 1. And then again, you can play the chords or riff 1 and then riff 2, riff 1 as well. So you can either go back to playing chords or playing riffs for that interlude. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a quick little playthrough for you guys so that you can play along with me. I'm going to do an intro, I'm going to do a verse, and I'm going to do a refrain. So let's start it off. Hey guys, if you're liking this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. This way YouTube shows this video to more CCR fans just like you. All right, I'm going to start. I'm going to play the intro riff. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the verses, and then I'm going to play a refrain, and then we'll be done. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. 4 kids on the corner, trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out, and he blows it on the hop. We're down on the corner, out in the streets. Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. Hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. This is so much fun. YouTube's gonna pop up a couple more videos over there. If you're having fun, go check out one of those, and I hope to see you in a lesson video very soon.